Greetings and welcome back. Thank you for everyone who filled out the survey and let me know their thoughts on what I should do with Medieval Dynasty in the playthrough. The hard mode playthrough right now feels like a whole lot of the same thing over and over, and I don't want to keep making something that I feel like I might be boring y'all with, so I thought this would be a good spot for me to reach out and get an idea of what would be something that y'all would like. And what I'm seeing on the survey here is that a valley start is something that people would like to see. I haven't done a playthrough in the valley for quite a long time. And also a chill playthrough. Now, I also read all the comments and I appreciate everybody giving these great ideas. I went through and thinking about like, what could I do with that? I want to do a valley start. I want to do something chill. Let's just do a space where we come together, we unwind. This is just a hanging out place. And it's just going to be a relaxing playthrough. In the rules set, I'm going to set a few things up, and I like a lot of the rules I saw, and I'm looking forward to doing collaborations in the future. For now, I want to get some of these things started going and get this thing rolling. But here's my thoughts. Permadeath, yes, and just for full disclosure, I've already started a game before and recorded it and died walking to my destination, walking to my start location. So start location, I'm gonna choose a spot that's not simple, but it has to make sense with our character too. And I'm gonna do, in this case, let's do a heavier roleplay side of things. And we're gonna set some rules as no spamming the market. So there's no just buying a bunch of stone knives and glutting the market with stone knives. There's not gonna be any bonus items here, no fast crafting, no fast building. It's a time saver, but it's not something we're gonna have for this one. And I'm going to focus on Racemir being a farmer. So we're going to focus on farming. It's not going to be I'm going to go in the mines and exploit all of the things I can as fast as possible to get as many weapons as I can and get to the copper stuff. It does mean that I will need villagers to be a huge part of things, because I can't just assume my character does it all. And with that, we'll assume that Racemir is a skilled farmer. We will allow ourselves to pick up loot from POIs along the area because there aren't that many of them, but will not steal. There will be no accessibility for that. We'll gain things by either crafting it, making it, or we'll hope that we find it or we purchase it. We will have to find a way to get things to the market, and that's going to be one of our problems we have to solve. Let's get in there. Alright, and we find ourselves in the valley. After traveling a long while, we're tired, ready to relax, ready to just find a space that is our own, or find some people, some familiar faces, so we can survive the turmoil and the war that has come and taken the things that are most precious to us. I'm going to gather up just a couple things because it never hurts to be supplied and defend ourselves. So we're going to get through into this, and we have to get ourselves a stone axe to the start. That'll be one of the most basic things we need to do. We're not going to gather a ton of stones though and sticks. We're not going to sit here and try to make a bunch of stone knives before we walk into town. And I'm going to try also a thing. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm just kind of curious. But I want to make a rule for myself that over-encumbered means over-encumbered. So if I get to the point where I'm carrying too much, okay, I'm carrying too much. There is no, like, make my character do the slow walk all the way to the destination. Over-encumbrance is over-encumbrance. Also, no magic, which means I can't just pop a potion in the middle of a fight and save myself from dying. I gotta actually, like, go slow, be patient, and be smart about it, because permadeath is on. See how long this lasts. And we'll go through the storyline and enjoy the playthrough on this one. So, I hope y'all are here and ready to relax. It is wintertime near us, or else nearly wintertime by us. It's late fall, almost winter. Got the robe on, ready to just relax. It's robe lifetime. Alright, that's funny. Grandmother used to say that. Thought, but your eyes, you look just like him. Oh, so our character has heterochromia, so 2 different color eyes, and that's why he's saying this. So, Wanda's son, aren't you? Lordan's nephew. Wait, how do you know my mother? Not really. We didn't actually meet. We wanted to keep his family separate. You will. If I did, I know her. Is she well? Nope, she's now. But this world is cruel. It is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody can lose their loved ones at once. Such a young age. Yeah. They died so I could live. We'll go for that one. Very mature of you. I'm sure they'd be proud to hear it. You mentioned Lorden. I came here to get some help. Oh, bad news indeed. Passed away 3 years ago, and oh man, dear friend of yours. that's it. I'm the only one left. Well, don't say, hey, look at me. This valley's filled with warm-hearted people. Gladly aid you whenever you need. And I'm one of them. So what should I do, man? Start a new life, grant you permission as a Castellan, and build a farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next to you. Just like that. Line free charge. Pay the taxes as a king. Of course. I'm curious what kind of king we have too. As long as you don't break the laws or all over the course, then we're good. Alright. Valley's as beautiful as I think. And it was beautiful walk in, so that's wonderful. Grab some rocks and sticks. Craft an axe. And then get a wooden hammer and start building. Alright. So now, come back to my wife, Dobrongiga. Oh my goodness, I screwed that one up. She runs a tavern, I'll have to feed you. We must be famished. Well, we have some things, and then grab some beers. Okay, then you can tell me a story about Lorden. That would be nice. Be nice to know where we came from, what we need to know. All right, well, let's get our first stone axe going. And in the valley, it is a beautiful area, and they've done so much to it, which is really fun to see. All right, y'all. So, we are a farmer, so we're not going to want to build in areas that make no sense. So, like, I can't build too far into the mountains. There's a really neat area here in Hornica to build. I like this little space here. You've got a mine over here, and you've got a nice little area there. But, problem with that is that there's bears here, and the whole idea of having permadeath on makes me a little concerned about that. This is the perfect spot to build. It's not far from anything. It's central, which is hard to beat in a really smart way to make a village. This would be the best place to start. I'm going to say we start here, though. This is a little tougher, because I still have to get there. I have to survive the travel there. It's surrounded by a decent amount of hunting. It's got a nice little isolated area with a view, and we're going to see if we can get there. We're going to see if we can survive the trip in. Alright, we should probably take care of some things before we go. Talk to Alwyn. He's one of our first quests, and one of the first people we get to meet. And also a farmer as well. So, good to meet a person from a common thread. Oh, he's working the far fields now. My guy. What's going on, man? What can I do for you? You're Alwyn. I don't recognize you. I came here from the south looking for a place to start a new life. Good luck then. As for me, a farmer, a job cultivate. Yes, well, that's same thing for me. Of course it bores you. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright. Sorry, not trying to offend you. Short-tempered, delicate matter, you want to focus on your work. Okay, what's going on? Tired of mother's conflict with Traniwa and her son, Delabor, won't leave my little sister. Oh no. Sibling, well, little kiddo trouble. It's just a game. Used to play pretend at night with a stick instead of a sword. Be managed to protect her honor. Okay. Like every night does. How adorable. I think you need something to keep him busy and away from my sister. Alright, let's figure out something. Let's see if we can find a way to keep the kid busy. In the view here, I mean, yeah, we traveled in from the south. Beautiful view over there. I built a village up in that area, and it was wonderful. It was a really nice little area. Early on, me learning a lot. And, wanted to build in that area, because the mountainous areas, the hilly areas are cool. Won't be okay in this playthrough, because obviously it would not exactly be the most fertile of soil. So we're going to avoid those kind of areas. Being by the lake should be helpful. Fishing would be a smart move for us as a farmer, having access to food in different ways. Oh, kid, you're at the bar. Uh-huh, yeah, alright. Pull up a chair, right, son? Alrighty. You look strong for your age. Have you thought about becoming a knight? Your dream? Well, I know quite a lot about them. Do you know how that many of them started fighting with a wooden sword at your age? Where could I get a wooden sword? Not a knight. You know it. I am not a knight. But here, tell you what, maybe inconspicuous, but a practice sword. Here you go. I'll help you be ready. Looks like regular stick. And to surprise your opponents, do you know what else they do beside fight battles? Most important part, ride horses, sure, but they also protect ladies and children from danger. Chivalry, although chivalry is actually the act of horse mastering, so something about that one. That's entertaining. Alright, thanks for the sword, not a knight. You defend those in need. Good show, friend. Good show. Alright, let's get back to Alwyn and then go from there. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford our first farm equipment, but whoa, I'll try not to get flailed. Hi, friend. I just walked in and I'm trying not to get flailed. That will give me 21 coins. Oof. Ouch. Ouch, indeed. 21 coins is not going to get us very far. 21 coins is not going to get us anything. Alright, we're going to have to find some stuff. We're going to have to get ourselves a little bootstrapped up. Let's roll. So, we'll see what we can do. It's not going to be simple, but that's the point. We want to start a little more challenging here. We want to see what we can do. Alright, Alwyn, I talked him into it. Alright, gave him the idea to have a stick and pretending to be a knight. Alright, that's the most refined bread you've eaten. The Castellan's wife makes our local tavern. Oh, what do you happen to know about the man in charge, Unigust? Spends most of the time in the field, path only across when we pay taxes. Okay, thanks, man. Trying to get information about people in our area. It's always smart to know people in charge and how they work. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope that you are in a space. I have my cup of warm coffee here. Like I said, robe lifetime. Got the robe on. It's nice and toasty. Cold in the house right now, but keeps me warm. I hope that you're in a nice spot where you're relaxed and you're able to just kind of unwind. And hopefully things that are keeping you busy during the day, distractions from the day, hopefully you can be distracted in this moment. And we can be distracted together in a nice calm place here. I'm going to gather some straw. Now I'm going to gather a lot of straw because we're going to want to get ourselves set up in our village. And I can't remember if there's straw in that lake. And then we're going to head down the road and we're going to see if we are lucky or if we are doomed to get mauled by a wolf. We'll see. 200 straw later. I think we'll be okay at this rate. So we'll take the straw and we'll go. Now, abandoned supplies. I don't know. It's a lost shipment. Oh, no, I don't feel right about taking the coins. We're not going to just pick up some random coins that are sitting on the side of the road. It looks like it says lost shipment, and we're not sure if it's somebody else's or if they are coming back for it or not, so we're making the choice not to take it. Oh, all the roach in there. That's not going to be worth our time. We're going to wander on down. Now, getting to our destination. Oh boy. I'm going to have to be smart about getting there, because unfortunately, I don't really have a way to defend myself in an easy way. I could make a few spears. That's probably a smart move. I mean, we are unfortunately on permadeath, so let's not die early, right? We're going to survive the valley, or die trying. Sounds kind of silly to say it like that. Anyway. Alright, with a maple tree down, we'll go from here. Alright, now rule set wise too, I'm going to need to get people who can do mining for me and crafting. It's going to be one of the unique challenges. Because unfortunately the way that tiers of technology are set up in this game doesn't make a whole lot of sense for getting access to mining, right? Like, I can't get access to copper, bronze, tin, or iron until like way late game, and it's all locked behind. It's all unfortunately locked behind our harvesting tech, our extraction tech, and the amount of time it's going to take to get to a point where I can have a miner in the first place is like, it's great for like a leveling perspective in the game. It's good gamifying because it does force you to do one tier at a time. But as far as considering like, well, as a village head, you're telling me, oh, hey, nice, that's a great find. We'll say that finding food is not safe because we can't guarantee its freshness. Ooh, that's big. Alright, we're gonna have to head back to the village or go to another village. How about that? Why don't we head into the local village? That's what we'll do. So we're gonna go to Danica. We're gonna head to Danica, and then we're gonna get some resources there. Wait, back. Oh, I am over encumbered already. There we go. Gotta remember my rule set. Alrighty, so we're gonna head into Danica and get ourselves a start. We'll take a few things and sell them, see what we can do. I'll see you when the going gets a little dicey. Alright, and I can tell you right there is where I died last time, running up through the woods, and I figured, well, usually I don't see the wolves right away, so I'm guessing I could probably run past them. It turns out, no, I couldn't. I took one of them down, and the second one, of course, by that point I was down to, 2 more bites and I was out, and then I was out. So, yeah, that's what happens, right? So, first playthrough down. It was worth it. I'm happy for it, because it did force me to slow down and say, you know what? It's good to have a challenge, and I like it. Because otherwise it is just all about, it's too quick. And, you know, I've done a lot of my best start videos, and I have fun with that stuff. I like trying to push myself to min-max it, and there's a thought in my back of my mind to try a one-day challenge thing, which honestly sounds horrible, because you can barely get anything done in a day. But it would be entertaining. But for this, it's time to just play the game and roleplay it through. I do love the idea of roleplaying it through, and I'm going to do something similar with Sengoku in due time here as well. Okay, look at this. We've made it to our second village. People are busy doing their thing. What's up, man? Oh, peace out, man. Good to meet you, son. There, youngster. Goats. Alright, right. Alright, sir. You...
I believe we haven't met before.
Yeah, for sure. Terrible storm destroyed your house. Alright, I'll do my best, man. Oh, here's some materials. I didn't really want to just drop that on you. Hi there. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we have not met yet. Hi, I'm Racimir. I've traveled here from far to the south. Oh. That's a big deal. That's going to allow us to start. Okay, well, that is going to let us get a start, unfortunately. That's kind of nice. I can't carry too much here. I got to be a little careful here. I got way too much stuff right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry all of our seeds that we need to get, so we may have to take a couple trips. Fertilizer is going to be the way to go. Now, you don't necessarily, I mean, fertilizer-wise, it would be really important to have fertilizer for your fields. We would be able to make do with something else, though, I would imagine. So let's see what we can get away with for buying for now. Alright, so we're a seasoned farmer. Haha. Pun of seasons. Just throwing it out there. But we'll have to make sure we get some simple bags, too, obviously. That, I would imagine, we could have started with. And wheat grain might be nice. It might not be a bad idea, because we're going to have to make a lot of our... start here through making food. I mean, that's the best option we've got, right? Cabbage, because we're going to need to manufacture our own... We're going to have to manufacture our own fertilizer throughout the seasons. Okay, we'll have to come back for more. Oh, but you needed help. What do you need help with? You need berries. Berries. But aren't there no berries right now? Sir, did you send me on a wild goose chase? You're crazy. Unripened berries. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, that's what he said. He said, are you sure they're not ripe yet? Okay. Now we also have to imagine too that we're playing on the challenge, and that means that sleeping is a vital thing. So I will have to actually sleep. So there's no question on that one. And I can use the berries for rot, obviously. That's a thing I can do. We'll have to be careful about the amount of rot, though. We don't want to do any exploits. There we go, man. Good job with that. Alright, let's see what else we had going on. 4 logs and a lot of sticks. I could probably take care of that one real quick before we leave, but it's getting late in the day, and if I don't hurry up, I'm not going to have a house to sleep with. I'm not going to have anywhere to sleep for the night. So, let's get ourselves going. Although, yeah, we have a little bit of time. This will be tricky. Ooh, right. Thinking back to the old days, when you could do anything anywhere you wanted. Let's come back to that. For now, we got to start thinking about having our own spot to sleep. And if I don't get moving, I'm not gonna have a roof over my head for the night, and that's not gonna be good. We'll bring ourselves into our new start. It's a beautiful area here. Lots of wonderful trees, a mountain in the background, and some good places to build. A roadway in. I see a roadway coming through here. I see a lot of farmland in this area too. This is a good place, good potential. It's not exactly the swamp, which I appreciated that thought. That's a good idea. And I do like the idea of the spot between Hornica and Jezernica. Problem with those areas, of course, is that getting there in the first place and just surviving to that part is rough, right? Like, there's just, oh my goodness, how am I going to get there? And with no, oops, we're already overloaded, so it's time to drop stuff. How am I going to get? Alrighty. We can drop our spears, that should be a good start. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to need logs. Well, let's see here. We may have to forego that rule even just a slight bit in some areas where it's not like, don't travel across the map, right? A gentleman's rule, or gentle person's rule. Don't abuse the privileges of the game, right? I mean, it's already silly enough that we can walk around with even 1 or 2 logs in our inventory, right? Like, this is absurd. No person is carrying 3 logs. No person is carrying 1 log, let's be real. So, we'll keep that rule as a don't exploit, like, don't go over the top. Alright. There's our wooden spear. It's time to craft our first house. It's also time to find it. I like the idea of being nestled a bit in the forest. There we go. And of course, without a hammer, we're going to have trouble building. And we are, of course, probably stuck with having standard insulation for our house, so it's all good. Without being able to turn on the ability to see things better with the magic of, what is it, the survival sense, it is way harder to find rocks on the ground, I'll tell you what. I'm going to count that as another one of the no magic things, where it's, nope, I don't get to turn on survival sense and instantly see all of the things. And no, I'm not going to I'm not going to allow myself to have hunter's sense to allow me to see all of the animals at great distances. It's going to be all about, nope, I got to use the resources I got. I got to be able to see stuff. So, that's going to be another part of the challenge. It should make things very interesting indeed. We're still building that house. Look at that thing. We're still making progress. It's a slow roll. I definitely do need to get rid of the whole, I'm not going to be able to do the whole if I'm over encumbered. Can't move thing because it's just silly. It's just no exploiting it. No exploiting it. That also means no basket trick, which is a fun trick and it does great for mining, but it's, you know, no, not for this playthrough. Alright, by the end of the day we'll have ourselves a house, but we are going to be way too tired to start farming, so that's just not happening. And that's going to be another part of trying to do like let's just play realistically. Let's, within reason, right? Because obviously, if we're playing realistically, then I'm certainly not going to build a house this fast, right? And I'm not going to carry that many logs, and I'm already way not capable of all the things that happen because, dude, I mean, a house that's this nice in that short of a time, this is a pretty darn decent house, considering. And he does it in less than a day or low. It's 3 days in a season, which means in a month. That's actually reasonable, right? I guess we could say that. All right, here we go. Oh dear. So looks like some people were poaching in this area. It's long since gone. So we will allow ourselves to take these items because it's clear that they've left. Oh shoot, that's really fortunate. I mean, that's super lucky. I'll take it. We'll thank our lucky stars for that one. All right, and then some more bandit supplies. The pear wine's going to allow us to start that farm. So it's our luck that they happen to come here and that things didn't work out for them. It does lead us to wonder, are we safe here in this area? You know, Unigus gave us a nice introduction to the valley and let us know that we're welcome here, but it doesn't look like they had a very welcome start, so we'll keep our eyes on things. And coming from where we were, war is close by, and we'll always have to be on our toes. It's nearing nightfall, so we have to get our house finished here so we can get our rest. And we did it. We finished our house. We're in a good place here. So let's drop our stuff off. It's all about us getting ready to go this next day. We told some people we'd help them out. We need the money. We need to get things started in our village and see what we can do. Alright. Good night for the first day. Customize. What's this? Simple bed, a sturdy. Oh, these are new. Whoa. That looks cool. Someday. Someday. Alright, well. Time to sleep through the day. Night, that is. Alright. Here we are, ready to go. Ready for a new day. Let's make sure we eat, because we obviously aren't going to get too far without that. And let's see here. Apple trees are going to be good to get started somewhere. It'll be nice to make a little passive income on that. Oop, I just dropped things in the wrong spot. Now, let's see here. Don't have enough fertilizer, so we're going to have to cure that issue. I also need to make sure I have enough tools. I think we should probably help people out first. I'm thinking our fields are going to be over here. So let's plan that out. Let's plan that out real quick, because as our planning goes about... Ooh, that's not the one I want to start with. Start with the fields. Now, we are... And we don't want to be by the tree. Our best land is nearer to the water. So this stuff is decent over here. We'll call this decent. Good amount of sun. We're going to end up expanding this farmland as well in due time. Let's start here. And we'll build ourselves some decent sized fields. We're going to need, I like doing 24s or 36s. 32s. Let's do 32s. Nah, 24s. 24s make it easier, just in case we run out of time. Let's get a couple fields up and running. We don't have to have more than one, but it is important to have it. Now, another portion of the realism that we have to do here is that I can't just have fields that are naked, right? Like, if I had fields with nothing protecting them, then I'm going to have rabbits eating everything I've got, or other animals coming by and eating everything I have. So if I make a field, it has to be protected. It has to have something around it that I can support growth, or that I can keep pests out with. So that means that I am saying that I have to have fencing before I can assume that my crops are okay. And if I don't fence in a field, I have to half the yield and just not have it. I have to leave it out as rot, and it's not rot I can use. I have to go take that rot and I have to go sell it for like little to nothing. Oh yeah, and I'm dirty. I forgot to take my shower before I left. Ugh, dang it. Well, let's see what we can do. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Well, that's not a good sign. Now these arrows we'll have to sell. We can't use them. We'll consider that those are not fresh. Clay, and a shovel. It is convenient because, you know, for me, we would say that knowing how to craft all these tools, questionable, right? Like, would I just instantly know how to make this? I guess we can assume that most people at the time somehow would have known. Sure, we'll go with that. Alright, let's get some logs to these guys here and finish this quest line up. Okay, let's go find our guy. Now, I meant to go into the lake, of course, and I meant to actually take the bath and drink the water before I left. So unfortunately for us, we're a little behind on that one. Alright, dude. Here you go. That's everything you needed. Nice. Alright, that'll take care of you for a bit. And, whoa, try not to get flailed. Flailing is a very real concern. Okay, we need a lot more cabbage seeds. Oh boy. Let's see here. I think I already bought a bit. Bought 4. Let's do 8 for now. Looks like we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. I do have to forego that rule about I can't walk with stuff, otherwise I'm never going to get anywhere at any time, period. Because there's just way too much in the way of that. Okay.
See you again.
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm going to need to get myself moving. And the way it looks for me right now is that this is going to be real tricky. Do I get to drink out of this well? No, so we better get going back home. Otherwise we're going to have a short adventure because I starved my character to death. Here, can you get any water out of unripened berries? No. Alright, so onward we go, and I'll see you back at the lake. I get to thinking I shouldn't just skip over the parts that are just enjoyable walks. So looking over here, that's going to be the future. Beautiful area. And it's a nice space to have. It's not the easiest start location. It's also not a very hard start location because most of the enemies that we're going to face are a little distance away. But it does work well. We're near resources, which is a smart move for starting. And let's see here, having a lake nearby is a big deal. We do need a source of water. We'll need to build a well, of course, at some point in time. But also, it's not the easiest start because there are still a number of enemies in the area. There's wolves around this area. And we'll see what happens for us over time, how we can expand into this one. Oh, the lake looks so different. That's cool. Oh, there is straw here. That's handy. Oh my goodness. And probably shouldn't drink the rancid water up in the shallow area. There we go. Alright, that's unfortunate. I was hoping... Oh no, is that perch? Yes, it is. Let's see here. Gotcha. Okay, cool. A perch is good. That'll feed us for the day. Haha. Teach a man to fish, right? Well, this will be good, because this gets us a food source, and I'm going to also put a rule on the fact that I need to eat every day. Like, it can't just be that I get to kind of just, like, cheese it and not have to eat here and there. We'll have to say we need to eat daily, we need water daily, we just need to take care of the assumed needs of survival every day. So that means no just, like, rushing through, right? I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to the valley. I'm looking forward to playing this area again. I'm guessing that the way things are going to go with people is we're not going to try to max their skills out. We're playing on a more like just play it by the realism way. So we're not going to end up with the villagers who are all like uber and the best of skills. We're going to end up with villagers who are pretty normal, and they're going to have kids over time. Oh crap, I can't buy schematics. Shoot. Well, that means I'm going to lose half of my crops this year. Oops, that's a bad start. Alright, we better get moving here. We better get ourselves moving, because we need to make sure that we get this thing planted up. And at this rate, it also means that I need to get some money for tech unlocks. And I do want to make myself have permission for some of these things too, for, like, I need to be able to buy those things, like the whole, like, we need to have some room for us to be able to buy the unlocks and things like that. So we have to allow a little bit of room for things like that. So there's going to be a little lack of realism in certain spots for that. Because buying schematics is not real. Like, we would never have to do that. But we'll leave a little grace in there for us for that. We'll get our first apple trees planted. There we are. We'll make a nice little orchard here as an entry point to us coming back in. We'll be able to see them from a distance as we walk in. And then we'll get to our fields. So the next step is the fields, of course. But character's hungry. Can't sit here and not eat. But we better get ourselves in here, eat a bit. Lunchtime, indeed. And after this, we'll go finish up in the fields. Nice view, right? Good to have a pretty view outside of our area. There we go. Bed for the day. Okay, let's get our fields going, y'all. And each bit, we'll break a few hoes, we'll get a few things done. We'll have to find something I can sell, so I can make some more cash off of these goods that we've gotten, and at some point, make money off just what we have. And I'll have to spend the cash we get from the wine and whatnot on schematics, we'll say. A lot of that's going to be just schematics. There are so many schematics we need to buy. Just so, dude, we can go by our own rules, right? Alright, we're getting a lot of unlocked buildings, which is good. But, unfortunately, it's a whole lot of time it takes to get into this. We haven't had a chance to go hunting yet, we'll have to do that. We'll assume that Rasamir has some skill with tailoring, just to give us another skill set that we can take on. We'll say that that was a trait that he picked up from one of his parents, and that allows us to kind of take on some of the building of bags and whatnot. And it would be a notable skill that you would have to do. You'd have to make your own resources to survive as a farmer in these harsh medieval times. And here we are, getting rid of our ungrubbed areas. Get our fields all set. We'll only take care of 2 of them for now, just because it doesn't really look like we're ready for that 3rd one. Once this is set, we are going to be able to wrap up our 2nd day. It's going to be a lot of fast days here, I tell you what, because time is going to be flying by on us. Alright, with that, it's time to drop the stinkies. Time to drop the fertilizer. And our fields will be finished. And it'll be a pretty productive day, I'd say. We got in there, we helped some people out. It would be good for us to go and wrap up our talking with Unigast. It'd be good to go back and hear more about our uncle, who was in the area before, and he seemed to have known rather well, but we don't know that well. And he was trying to keep the two sides of the family separate. We gotta figure out more about that. I'd be curious to know. But for now, doing this work, finding ourselves in this part of the valley, is a good way to keep our mind off of things that happened, or the tragedies that have happened, and the challenges that we have. It's just take it day at a time. Go one step before the other, and then focus on what we're doing. We have fields to hoe, we have seeds to plant, we have a belly to feed. That should be enough for now. After that, we'll also have to see if we can trap some things. I would assume that as a farmer, he would have had experience trapping animals. Probably would have had pests coming into the area. Might have actually had to deal with wolves, depending upon what area they were in. And sometimes that can be a challenge. I know by us in the States, it's coyotes that you have to worry about here. They're not necessarily deadly to farmers, but they're an absolute nuisance to any farm animals you have. Foxes can be a nuisance as well, but, you know, they can be trapped and moved. There we go. Look at that. Okay, our first field. Now, Rasamir would have some knowledge about how money goes, and as far as money is concerned, flax is a good place to be. We also know that flax makes linen, and we've made things out of linen before, so that's where we're at. We're going to get ourselves in a spot where we can make ourselves, well, money to survive. Otherwise, we're doomed. This first year, we'll not pay the taxes, we'll be in debt, and then we'll spiral into nothing. Who knows? Maybe we can start ourselves out here, fresh, new, make a family, expand this area. Maybe it'll be just our farm. Maybe we'll die trying. Who knows? But we'll try our best. And from here, we have a lot of the storyline to get through too, and I haven't played through this storyline in a long time. So I'll be curious to read through things again and play alongside y'all. If you're starting New Valley playthrough, that is awesome. I hope that you have a good playthrough on yours, and let's see where we get. And let's enjoy just the RP side of things on this one, just a casual playthrough. Alright, I'm going to work on this next field here. Not much though. Only have 4 fertilizers, so we're not going to get too far. But at least we can get the cabbage in. Some cabbage is good. It's food. It's also something we can use to make our fertilizer as well. And just like that, we've broken our bag, and we're in a tough spot. Because now, we can't do any more of our planting without anything to plant. Oh yeah, those stone arrows are unusable. Since we found those things, we can't use them, right? Like, that's the key. Cabbage seeds, we have 8. We're in a good spot for that. Okay, we should probably start building some more of our structures, but for now, gotta find all my spears. And, oops, I don't want that shovel. Ah, boo. Ooh, spruce bark. That's right, we actually gotta see how the dyes work in this game now. I haven't actually seen that yet. No, I'm kind of being sloppy by dropping this out here, but we don't need to carry it around with us. Alright, let's get ourselves a trap set. And that trap we can put in an area that we think will pay off. The question is where? Ooh, well, there's our rabbit. Now, we're not going to run down rabbits. I'm going to say that, I don't know. We'll say that we can't just run down rabbits. That doesn't seem right. It seems too easy. So let's set a trap. Put it right here by that tree, near the mushroom. That's not a bad spot. Now. Nice throw there, champ. Alright. Oh, and it's already broken. Oh boy. I don't know if we're going to be able to take down boars. I mean, one of the things I was thinking of, one of the things I was debating here at the start was, can I take down a boar early on because I need leather? And I just don't know if we're going to be able to successfully do that. It's going to be tough, right? Yeah. Looks like with these wooden spears, we're going to have a lot of trouble. We're going to need a bow as soon as possible, but we're certainly not in a position where we're going to be able to do that. I am thinking that one of the ways we can make some money here early is we probably should think about fishing. I mean, I'm just thinking that trying to catch a deer, I mean, man, can you imagine trying to throw a wooden spear at a deer? Like, let's be real. That would be incredibly hard to do. And even if I hit the thing, me trying to chase it down, oh my goodness. But I need the leather for bags. Oh, that was awful. I don't think we're going to be able to do this too well. Suppose. You there. Oh man, that was so bad. Alright, that was barely any hit points of damage. I don't think we're going to be able to take down deer. I think that's pretty clear. Oops, are we going to get that spear? Spear? Deer? In the clear? Don't leer. Or jeer. Oh, that's not gonna work out. Okay, so it looks to me like that's not gonna work out. We just are not gonna be able to spear hunt deer. I mean, one hit, I'm barely doing any damage to it. So now, I've got some experience in spearfishing, let's say then. We'll have to find some way to make some cash, right? Alright, here we are in the water, deep in, and the fish are gone. We'll have to see what we can do here. Be nice if there were pike in the area. That'd be super handy. Alright, here they are. Now we have to be cautious and slow about things. Ooh, bad. Oh, I thought I got one. I thought that sound meant I got one, but no, it's the sound of a breaking spear is what it is. We'll get that. Hard breaks here at the start, y'all. Hard breaks. Gotta see what we can do. We gotta be patient. And we gotta see what we can get away with. Right. You there. Here, fishy fishy. See if there's any other fish in the area. Oh yeah, I do have skills we can take on. Let's see here. Skilled farmer is definitely the one. And as far as extraction, force of nature, I don't know. The treasure would be fun. Like, that'd be nice for like a luck thing. Like, that can be a way we get it. Oh, why not? Why not? Let's have fun with it. Alright, iron liver, poisoning, not bad. Insensitive will be really helpful. That'll be helpful in time. I don't get to take survival sense. Strong as an oak I'm gonna need, because we are gonna be in a lot of trouble. Because this is going to be tricky. Now, we won't consider these magic because it's part of the game mechanics, and I can't throw everything under the banner of magic. We have to just assume that there are convenient things that we can do. Food and water loss we don't need. I don't get to take that. I'm gonna take strong as an oak because we are on permadeath, which means I do need to be able to survive, and having hit points available to survive, yeah, we need that. Okay, let's see here. Looks like we're not gonna have as much luck with the fishing. Well, y'all, it's almost the end of the day. I'm thinking I gotta wrap it up because my day in real life is about to start. So that means I gotta get everything moving here and going. So, let's see what we can do. Let's try to get a couple more fish. And we really do need to get them. Otherwise, we aren't gonna make any money this first day. And I gotta bring some things in to sell. Yes. Right? Okay, good. Good. Got one. Now, where'd they go? As I jump out the water trying to find them. Where'd they go? Where'd you go? Let's see, where did that school go? Oh, they were back by the shoreline. Super handy if I would have actually noticed that. Alright. You know, honestly, I really am enjoying this. I really like the fact that I have to go slow here. And I really love that I'm sitting here patiently trying my best to get these fish. And, like, it's going slow, right? Like, this is nice and slow. And this is a challenge, right? Like, I know I don't just have the money. And I'm not going to go and just, bam, craft a bunch of stone knives. And suddenly I'm going to have just enough money to get by. And then I'm going to have all these things. I really like this. I think this is a good setup. Saw them. There they go. Okay, now. Ooh, I didn't see where they went after that. They're there. Alright, we got careful with our timing. There we go. Alright. 3 perch. Oh, can I get one more? I mean, ooh, left the spear out here. Not a good move. Let's get that, and then let's wrap this up for the day. And then, there's my cat saying hi in the background. Like, wait, what the heck are you still doing down here? You were still sleeping upstairs, weren't you? Cat usually comes down to join me in recordings. But I think she was comfy and warm and decided that she was not going anywhere. Uh-oh, I lost track of the fish. They're there. Alright. What can we do here, y'all? What can we do? Get this last one. Oop, they're there. Oh, that was awful. Bad throw, boss. Bad throw. Okay, let's get that last one. And then that's it. Because it's the end of the day. Looks like they traveled a little further down than I thought. And it's getting dark, so it's harder to see. Oh, there they are. I was about to call it, and I was going to say, well, I just looked around for a bit and I didn't find them. But, oh, shoot. I thought I had him that time. Okay. We tried. We tried. I'm tempted to try out a boar. Oh my goodness, but I really don't want to end up getting gored. Oh, let's see here. I don't know. It's not the wisest move, but we're going to give it a shot. Because I need that leather. Let's see what we can do. So it'll be the end of our day. We have 5 of these spears on us. And they have a good amount of speed on them when they want to. Oops, I probably should let my stamina regen. Here we go. Oh, boss. Oh, boss. Oh, dude. That's bad. I'm gonna need to get these spears back real quick. Oh boy. Go. Let's see what we can do. We gotta get between us. There we go. Get the tree in the way. And now. There we get it. Uh-oh. 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 Is there a friend there? Oh, good. He doesn't have a friend. Oh, right. Got it to bleed out a little bit here. Oh, I'm looking for the spear. Oh no, I don't have a stone knife. Oh dear. We did all that hunting, we did a great job here, and then I totally spaced on having a knife. Better get ourselves a knife here. 1 stone. 2 stone. Stick. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. This explains the, well, this explains that camp nearby. They must have been... They may have been some troublemakers in this area. Holy cow. Well, I love seeing that coin there. But I don't know where those people went. I'm not going to sit here and take that treasure. It looks like something drove them off. And if I'm going to sit here and I'm going to take those coins, they may be looking for something more than coin out of me if I take those coins and I don't have them back. So we better not do anything with that. We'll leave that treasure there. And maybe those people over here, maybe they were looking for this. Maybe they got surprised by that boar and then he chased them off. That doesn't mean they won't come back. And if they see me here, I certainly don't want to be on the other end of them saying, where's our coin? So let's leave that there for now. Alright, y'all. We'll cook ourselves up some fish. Well, actually, we'll cook ourselves up some meat for the finisher of our day. And that'll be great. We've done pretty well for the start here. Got injured by a boar, so we'll get some sleep and put some broadleaf plantain on it. And then that'll be it. Thanks for joining me, y'all. This will be our wrap of our first episode. I hope you've enjoyed the time here. I hope it's been a nice, relaxing place just to sit, chill, play together. We'll see you next time around. Take care.